Hi everybody. In this video I'm just going to do a really quick refresher about using Google Meet in Google Classroom, and just to kind of show you some of the settings that you need to make sure are turned on for your students to be able to access a Google Meet link in your Google Classroom. So to start, you're going to go into one of your classes, and I do believe you have to do this for all of your classes. Double check. I only have one Google Classroom, so I'm unable to check that, but you can go ahead and check this with all your different classes. So the first thing you'll notice is that there's a Google Meet link here for me to, and I can just hit join to jump right in. But you'll see that it's not currently visible to students, so you have to make sure that that is turned on. So to do that, you're going to come up here to the gear settings, and then you're going to scroll down under general in this section where it says manage meet link. Now you want to make sure that you have this language here, which just kind of explains some of the permissions and control of the Google Meet. If you have a different message here that says something like these Google Meet features not available with your account, please let me know right away. But if you have this language here, you should be all set. And then you want to go down to visible to students and make sure that this is toggled on, and then make sure you hit save after you've toggled it on. So once you've done that, you can now see that the Google Meet link will be visible to your students in Google Classroom. So what that will look like on their end is, because it always looks a little bit different on a MacBook than it does the iPad, what the students will see is this. This is what they'll see when they go into your Google Classroom, and they'll see a little icon here that looks like Google Meet. I guess it's like a Google Meet video icon, but depending on who your students are and you know them best, you might want to point that out in advance that this is the icon, because there's nothing that says it's a Google Meet link. Okay, so they're just going to click on here. You can also put a Google Meet link. You can come back to your classroom and copy the link here and put it in the stream if that's easier for you or for your students. So now that I have this turned on, it's visible to students. Students will go here and either access it from the stream or click on this icon, and they should be able to join your Google Meet without issue. Occasionally, you'll run into something that looks a little bit like this, where a student is asking to come in and you might have to admit them. It happens every once in a while, usually if a student is also logged into a different Gmail account on their iPad. But typically, it should work that they're automatically able to join your Google Meet if you've already opened it. But just watch out for this. You might get an alert that says you need to admit a student to your Google Meet. So that's a quick refresher. If you have any questions, let me know and we can connect.